Well, the weather concerns us all, and Laura is in East Sussex this morning with the forecast. Morning, Laura.
A very good morning to you. Well, I have welcome news on the horizon with the forecast for this week. It is set to get warmer and warmer, a bit of a heat wave, but that also combines with torrential thunderstorms. I am here in Seaford this morning. It's my first of the glorious gardens I'm heading to, and this is a seaside sanctuary. This is just the front garden. The back garden is spectacular with nearly 500 or 600 flowers. We'll be exploring the entire garden throughout the course of the morning, and thankfully the sun is shining.
First, we've sent Laura to East Sussex this morning.
Yes, good morning to you. I'm at the first of my glorious gardens. Last week you sent in so many photos, and this one is a seaside retreat. And on first reflection, it looks pretty normal. It's got a greenhouse, it's got a shed, seating areas. It actually has 7 seating areas altogether. And in a very small space, there is much more than meets the eye. We'll be exploring this stunning garden throughout the course of the morning. And thankfully, the weather is looking beautiful for it too. Let's take a look.
You can't.
Now, last week we asked you to nominate a glorious garden, and hundreds of you sent in photographs. This morning we have sent Laura to a very special one in East Sussex. Very good morning, Laura. Whose garden are you in?
It is Jeff Stonebank's garden, and it is absolutely stunning. You're a very green-fingered man. Tell me, how did this passion begin?
I moved from London about 10 years ago and brought my garden with me in a van. My dad and my aunt were quite passionate about gardening, and I'm told I really picked it up from them.
Perfect. So you didn't have much of a green space in London, but now this has grown and grown, hasn't it?
It has grown. I mean, there's probably about 600 different plants in the back garden now, and no lawn, no exposed soil, and quite unique.
I love it that there's absolutely no lawn here, and people can come and see your garden because you open it to the public.
I can, yes. My garden's part of the scheme, the National Garden Scheme. It's open this Thursday for the National Garden Scheme, and in a couple of weeks' time, it's open for Macmillan on a trail I've organised between Brighton and Eastbourne, and in 31 gardens people can come and see.
And remind us how much money you've raised.
Oh, well, this garden's raised £36,000 in the last 4 years, 10 of that for the National Garden Scheme, 1308 for Macmillan, and the rest for other charities. And it's had 8,500 visitors.
8,500 visitors, plus me as well. It is stunning here this morning. The sun is shining. Let's take a look what it's doing where you are.
And Laura is in East Sussex this morning with the weather. Morning, Laura.
Good morning. Yes, all last week we asked you to nominate your glorious gardens. I am at the first of the week in Seaford. It's been transformed into a seaside sanctuary. It is stunning here. In fact, it's even won an award, Best Small Garden, in a gardening magazine back in 2012. There are hundreds of plants. It absolutely smells beautiful as well. The sun is shining. And you know what, guys? There is a heat wave on the way. I'll have more on that and the garden in about 15 minutes.
Wow, Laura, thanks very much.